Welcome to Prestige Mode Gaming.
Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, especially those that are particularly interested in video game videos. This is Logan from Prestige Mode Gaming, and this is going to be a domination on Carnival. I'm using the FAMAS with red dot sight, and I believe I have hardline on, which is very different for myself, but that's not the point. I am doing this to video response to Hutch's question, basically about the community and what he wants to know what we think and what we should do to make this better. And it's kind of like the hardest question out there. It's like the meaning of life based in this YouTube community. It's really hard to answer completely, especially with only 10 minutes. Like if I sat here and ranted for 3 or 4 hours, I might get all the facts out, but I won't be able to do that. This is going to be 10 minutes long, and that's still fairly long. I've been actually having trouble doing this. This is like my third or fourth take because I can't get all the facts straight or get them out in a coherent manner. So I'm gonna try here, and I'm gonna camp on top of the the roller coaster tracks just so you guys can listen and tell me what you think in the comments. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is comments, first of all, and it's funny because comments are like this thing that it's like you basically, okay, I make a video and I get comments, so I'm kind of I'm really happy about that. But then I realize that the comments are rude, or there's this theory I have that 90% of the people on YouTube don't think before they comment, and it's probably right because it's so simple to comment. You just bash your fingers on the keyboard and you get this positive or negative or neutral statement, and then you press send. And a lot of people, they have their allegiances to certain YouTube commentators, which is ridiculous. They feel like, these people are my favorite or whatever, so I'm gonna defend them, or I'm going to basically just hype them and stuff like that. And you'll get the odd commenter that will give you shit for not being as good as somebody else, or whatever reasons. Fuck it, regardless. And I just wanted to say that the person behind the keyboard is basically the same person that you're probably playing on Xbox Live or the PSN. They're young, most likely, immature, and just don't think before they message, and it's kind of ridiculous, but at the same time it's what we have to deal with. We can't censor them. We can't, you can block them or whatever, and make sure that they can't comment on your channel if they really offend you. But sometimes people are just gonna say things, and then next time you talk to them, or next time you hear from them, it'll be fine. It'll be a normal comment without any ridiculous offensive like statements or anything. People just say what's on their mind, and sometimes that's kind of too hard to handle, and sometimes it's fine. So the next thing I want to talk about is the whole box for box paid advertisement thing, and you know what, I have no idea about this. Like I have no facts. The one time I've heard about it is when somebody on LGU paid another person, like one of the premier directors or whatever they're called, A-list directors, to make them an A-list director. So that person tried their hardest and got paid $50. And personally, I don't know if it's just the innocent person in me, the hard worker that would rather work for what they achieve than pay for it. It's just kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just maybe it's just me, I don't know, but that's ridiculous. And it's gonna lead up to a later point of mine, and the reason why you may want that, and there's different ways to counteract that, but yeah, I don't know, just straight up, that is bullshit. Just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. So then we talk about subs, and to me, subs are important. Subs are really important to myself because these are the people that watch my videos, that care about my videos. And if I didn't care what they thought, then why would I put them online? And it kind of leads to, what's my goal in this? And it's not to get famous, it's not to do anything, it's just to kind of experience what it is to be in this kind of video game community, much like I would if I were in video game journalism. It's just kind of to get that experience in there, and if it ever happened that I ever became a journalist in video game entertainment, then I would have that to kind of as experience. And that's like it's kind of like, it's not a reason why I do this, it's just like kind of something I tell myself that why to keep doing this, even though people are maybe commenting, being rude, say they hate my shit, say I'm no good, all that. It's kind of just something to tell myself, and that's perfectly fine. You need to do that sometimes. So then I want to get into getting paid. Getting paid to put videos on YouTube there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't, but there's two different ways to look at it. And if you are looking at it as I'm getting paid to do something that I enjoy, then why not? As long as you're doing something that you enjoy, something that you feel that you would do even if you were not getting paid, then that's cool. I feel like that's legitimate. That's something you should continue to do too. And then there's doing something to get paid, like strictly doing something to get paid. And maybe you enjoy playing video games, but you feel that it's the easiest way to get paid on YouTube, and it may very well be, because the community is so in depth and so interactive with each other, that if you did get a few friends and you were making money on your channel, that you could easily turn this into a paid job for whatever reasons. And it's kind of ridiculous, but there are people out there that will do it, because if it's an easy way to pay for your video gaming, to pay for all the games that you want to buy, then why wouldn't you do it? And if you had no soul, and if you didn't care about this community and kind of thing, like there are going to be people out there that's going to exploit something that's good, and there's very little things that you could do about it. But here are my to sum up my whole rant, and it's not very rant because I'm not acting emotional about it or anything, but the real ways to get rid of this, and well, I guess you can't really get rid of it, but the real ways to try and counteract this are, don't sub to somebody if you don't like them. That's the number one rule. They can't just deal with they can't like have you sub to them so they can have the higher status or whatever if you don't like them. Like it's kind of like the number one rule. If you don't like them, don't sub to them. Don't promote somebody who you don't like, and really this is to obviously people with more subscribers, and I guess that's to Hutch. Hutch, I know Hutch does this. He promotes people, and he promotes people that he enjoys himself, which is perfectly fine. And which will lead me to my third point, is don't sub to somebody just because a promoter says so. If Hutch says, this guy's awesome, he's telling you to check this guy out and see if you like him. He doesn't say, oh, sub to this guy because I say so. I know a lot of people think that Hutch is like the ringleader of this fucking circus that we hang out in, and it's kind of ridiculous. And I know Hutch, I'm sure he doesn't want it, because with great power comes great responsibility, as any good nerd would say. And my last point before I go is that if you don't enjoy something, please unsub, because I don't want people just to watch my videos just to watch them. I want to strive to make myself better. And if you guys are still watching them, it's kind of backwards. So take it easy, guys. Peace.
Prestige Mode Gaming.